Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Continuing to Civil 3D classes. Today video is on the calculating the trench volume of pipe with a bench on its side, and we will calculate for the different depth. Suppose we have different rate for the depth. For the first 2 meter there is different depth, and the more for above than the 2 meter there is different rate. So we will also calculate this depth according to the volume of the excavation according to its depth. First of all, if I see the typical section of the pipe, for the first 2 meter there is a straight vertical side slope. You will find this thing from your typical section. This just for practice I make like this sometime. It's in the road, it's almost up to the 8 meter. Then after 8 meter there is starting the bench area, but now from the pipe I make only 2 meter. It's depend on your typical section or your material soil, how your soil is. So we will not discuss that thing. So this is the typical section, and how we have here plan same like before. On the right side of the road there is a pipeline. This is a manhole and this is the pipeline, and this the profile. In the profile is the road design, this is the natural ground, and this is the inward level of the pipe. So from the surface, if you want to create from the surface, you want to calculate from the surface, you don't need the profile. But if I want to make a assembly for this pipe and want to draw a corridor and then calculate the volume, so I need a profile. So what should I do? I will draw a polyline over here, this line from here to here. You must click here, so your alignment will be exactly on the center of the pipe. Now I draw a line over the pipe, and then I will go to home tab, and from the alignment create alignment from the, and this the polyline. The same process I will make here. Is the pipe. I don't need this thing, so no label for this one, nothing here, only the alignment I need, and it's already it's done. So for this alignment I will because if I follow this alignment, this design, my corridor will be made here. So it's mean they are calculating excavation in this area, but I will calculate excavation in this area where the pipe is laying. So I will make a different center line, separate center line for the pipe. Okay, now the alignment is here. I will click on the alignment, and I will create its profile. I will add the same surface here. This surface I need, and I will add this too. You can see here, drawing the profile. Next I will click all the thing. Okay, now you can see here, this my profile. From the properties, elevation, because I use this by default and user specified. So now I will just the NGL below the pipe area. Now I have invert level. So from the previous classes you learn how you will draw this invert level here. You can make txt file, or I will just draw here. Suppose this the invert level. I will write here invert level in profile style, no label. I don't need any label. And from here, okay, the tangent here, suppose this time this starting below from here and ending here, this the, and now you can see this. Suppose this is the inward level of the pipe. From here you will copy to txt file and you will draw here in your profile. Okay, now I have a profile for this pipe separately. So what will I do? I will draw uh, a typical section. In AutoCAD we say typical section, and in Civil 3D we say it is assembly. So I will go to assembly. Already we have uh, uh, one class on the assembly about its introduction. So this the for the pipe excavation. I will write here the style is the basic here. No, and I will click here and okay. This is the center line. This is the center line of the trench. Now on the right side is 2 meter and on the left side is 2 meter. So when you click here, it's there is a tool palette, or you control plus 3. So will appear here the second and the third here. This from the home tab, there is next to the tool space, there will appear here. Okay, we will discuss this one by one in the upcoming classes, but now I will go to generic, and there is one length, width and slope option. So before creating drawing here, it asking what the dimension about this right side, this 2 meter, because I know my there is a super elevation, don't need no slope here, and then it's okay. So I will click here on the right side. Okay, and the name is oh, no problem, this one. And then on the left side also this 2 meter, the same thing here, and asking again because I turn on this option, so it's always asking. Now this the bed line, the bed excavation line. So here also we have, if you will go to trench, we will discuss one by one. Here we will start again the videos on the assembly. There are different part 1 pipe, part 2 pipe. You must check here when you have time. So now I draw at the bottom the bed width here, like typical section, or this link width and offset. Now the remaining thing is slope, side slope. So I will go to daylight. If you don't find here, right click and go to daylight. The daylight here, there is a bench. For a bench, there is option. If I click here, it's asking me about okay, so it's appear it's asking about the cut slope, the cut slope, maximum height is 2 meter and the cut slope is vertical. So I will enter 0 point here, 0 point okay. If it is not taking the value, just go and click here. Maybe I did not click here, and okay, and click here. Okay, daylight, no problem. If sometime if it is not you cannot enter the value, so just click OK, and after that you can modify the values. Just click here and go to subassembly property. Okay, this is the right side bench. Go to parameter, the cut slope, because this excavation for trench, so it's almost cut, so 0.1234 and 1, so it will go automatically to vertical. The maximum cut, if you can see, there is a 2 meter. So give is 2 meter. Fill we don't filling here. Maximum fill height. Okay, the bench width, if you can see here, this is 0.5. so 0.5. And the bench slope, if there is slope, enter slope. If you don't have slope, put here 0. Put here 0, and then okay, the rest is no problem for it, and then apply. Okay. Okay, now don't create the other side, just click on this and go to mirror, and from which point you want to mirror, click on this and this, click OK. And now you can see this, on the both side there is a daylight. Okay, then now we will create corridor for this one. So I will go to home tab, then go to corridor, create corridor. This the corridor, corridor for I will write here pipe excavation. For pipe excavation, my alignment is the pipe alignment, and the profile this will follow the invert level. And assembly, the only one assembly I have. If you don't know, click here and go to this the surface. It will target this surface and click OK. Okay, there is nothing, no other thing needed. And here now you can see this is the corridor. Okay, from here to here it's created the corridor. Now I need a surface from this corridor to compute volume. We need two surfaces. Between that, it will calculate. So I will click here on this, and or from the right side here, this corridor, right click here and go to properties, and then from the surface create the surface. This the excavation, or you can give its name bed. Simple this. And the datum, add datum to here, and from here click on the bottom, click on here and go to the this boundaries, and here this daylight apply rebound. Okay, we will discuss these things later. Now this the trim surface it created. If I see here, this the, if you come here, you can see there is bench inside here, and where this there is meeting to the surface. There is the other after bench. So now I have two surfaces here. If you can see, one surface the natural ground, the other surface here I create bottom surface for this trench. So now you can see here the bed and this the NGL. So I don't need to take cross section, because I will calculate by the volume by depth. So I will go to analyze volume dashboard. Okay, I will create a volume. Only I will give name to volume, and then one surface for the base and one for the compute value. The bed is for the comparison, and then click OK. And now you can see all the value it is cut. Okay, now I got the value. This if I click outside here, this the cut volume for this trench. The problem is now 1477.72, but I don't know what volume is from -2 to -1, from -1 to 0, or like this. So for that I will right click on the volume surface, go to its property. From the property, go to analyze, analyze here, and from the elevation come to this ranges, the number of ranges. Suppose how many ranges you need. Now currently I will sorry, calculating for only 3, from minus 2 to suppose minus 1, from minus 1 to 0 minus 1, and from the 0 to above this the difference. So this color no problem here, and if you come here you can see this the for that I will now create a table. If I select this surface, there is an option add legend table for this elevation dynamic. Okay, click anywhere here, and when I move it here, it's only showing me the area for the first 1 meter or 2 meter like this. If you want to edit the table style from here, you can add what you want, from suppose from 1 meter to 2 meter, like the design, what you are following, which table style you like. So from here you can change the style, or from press the control 1. Okay, I think it's not selecting here. If you select here, now you can see this color. Okay, from this here there is no table style, so I will go inside the edit table style, and from data properties there is the style for there are different styles, so you can change from here. You can so already we have video on this, but from here like this you can calculate the area and the volume with the different ranges of the depth. Okay, thank you. Hopefully this video will help you to calculate and value.